Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. It's Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today, I wanted to do a Celebrity Big Brother feeds update, kind of just give you guys, the spiel. And the spiel is, they're obsessed with Shayna still, and Lamar Odom is over it. That's really the consensus on the feeds. Todrick is going extra hard at Shayna now because he's pressed about her saying that she's going to turn the jury against him, although she doesn't have to do much because Todrick's not going to have a vote from any of them. He is very pressed that Lamar, like I said in a video yesterday, answered back to Todricks Nonsense, trying to play this game like there really was a Cookout 2.0. Meanwhile, he is up Misha's butt every 2 seconds. And then Misha reveals the real reason why she doesn't like Shayna, which is the same reason she didn't like Teddy, and it is based off of their looks. And that she doesn't support Shayna because her industry is based off of looks and feels that it's superficial and that it's not a career. Meanwhile, she's saying this in front of former supermodel Cynthia Bailey. But see, this is the issue that I have, and this is why I know they did not have any meaningful conversations with Shayna while they were in the house with her, which is why she gravitated to Chris Kirkpatrick. Shayna, people who know of her, who don't fully know her, just know her as being the ex-wife of Travis Barker from Blink-182 and being the ex-wife of, famous boxer Oscar De La Hoya. But they don't know the work that Shayna's been involved in. They don't know the different reality shows that she's done over the years. She's even done Dancing with the Stars as well. But majorly, she still works for Miss USA. She's an executive director for several states now, hiring judges and everything else for these different pageants across the US. And for people to just diminish her to an ex-wife of 2 famous men is disgusting. But then when they find out, oh, Shayna has a career, she has things going on. Oh, why didn't she pick me? Why didn't she do this? And it's like, you prejudged her and you made an assessment based off of her looks that everything about her was superficial and fake, when in reality, in fact, she probably has one of the most authentic careers of most of the people in the house. And that's just keeping it a buck. They're still obsessed with her wardrobe, which they're treating her as if she was dressed like a hooker and she was completely covered. Like, she was wearing what most people wear who are fit in the Big Brother house that are in loungewear, which is, crop tops and leggings, or, some variation of, the workout bra with the workout leggings. And, like I said in a previous video, the duster covering it, whether it's wool, whether it's spandex, whatever it is. I didn't find any of it revealing. All it tells me is certain people were expecting to get a certain reaction from Shayna, or that she was going to suck up to them. And when she didn't give that energy and when she stuck up for herself, they used that as an opportunity to try to take her down a peg. Because she's not easily as manipulated by Carson, by Cynthia Bailey, who can easily just take what other people say to them as face value and not investigate, not research, not even validate if it's true. That's not the energy Shayna's going to give you. Shayna's going to give it to you raw and straight and uncut, and you're going to like it or you're not going to like it. So that is on that. Also, there was, finally the punishment expired so that Lamar and Todrick can no longer be attached, because there was so much shenanigans yesterday of them being attached and Lamar calling him out. Like, Todrick was talking about how he's been on Broadway 5 times, and Lamar was like, nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. Like, it is just wild, man. And then, a couple of things that took place today, Lamar was trying to explain to Todrick. He said, listen, I was raised, if you're black and you're the only one in here, you should be proud of that. If I was the only black dude in here, I feel people either like me or hate me because of me, not because I was black. If they did, shame on them and whoever raised them. And also, it got to a point where Lamar was just sick of Todrick just going on and on and on. He is still obsessed and pressed about Shayna. He truly is. He is really pressed. So then, Lamar, he's up in the HOH room with Todd, and Todd basically says, something along the lines about having to hear about Shayna once again, because again, they're obsessed. Todrick is obsessed, leading the charge. And even Cynthia made a gross comment talking about she had to disinfect Shayna's bed. Like, really? Like, you guys are just doing way too much. Like, Cynthia, Carson, and Todrick, and even to a lesser extent, Misha, are being very disgusting and inappropriate in regards to Shayna. And it just tells me that they never liked her from the start, because you wouldn't be this mean, malicious, and personal. And so Lamar says after that, he doesn't know how much more he can take. He said he's not the type of person to just not like somebody for no reason. And Todd says he thought that he talked a lot, but, Todrick basically has him beat. And that's the thing, too. For me, first and foremost, I am going to, give you a chance, give you an opportunity. If there is something directly that you have done that is personal or inappropriate, and I have reason not to deal with you, not to like you, then it's going to be based on that particular reason or that particular action. But this whole thing where you're going to be obsessed with somebody and do personal attacks, do personal insults, try to shame them, try to slut shame them, try to, make up all these lies about them and slander them and defame them. No. That just tells me you're a hater, you're miserable, you're jealous. There's a difference between critiquing Shayna's game and not liking it or whatever, or celebrating your game move that you did, that you were able to pull off a lie that Carson and Cynthia fell for, even though I'm not going to call it a mastermind move because they're gullible to begin with, but you pulled it off. If you just want to brag on that, that's one thing. But the fact that you added so many lies into, the original lie to make it sound worse and more malicious than what it was, and then to continue slandering Shayna days after she's gone now, like, it just tells me, and even while she was in the house, you guys were bullying her, her last few days in the house, to the point that she was isolated and had to be in the room by herself. That tells me all I need to know. That's why I laugh when certain people say, oh, this person's a hater, this person's a hater, if somebody's simply giving a critique or calling something specific out with their opinion. But in no way are they insulting the person, insulting the person's character, insulting any of that. They're just speaking facts, and certain people cannot accept it. But in the case of Todrick, he's gone completely mad. He's gone completely personal. He's gone, he's crossed the line several times, and I'm just disgusted that production isn't doing anything. And the only thing that they're doing now is they're trying to cut feeds whenever Todrick says white woman. And Todrick now is referring himself to the gay Beyonce. And he even, had some things to say about the people that he's worked with. Like, he's really just been up and at it, with these comments on people. And I am just confused. I just don't get it. Like, I just don't think that he is, he's going to be in for a rude awakening when he leaves. He thinks that he's just going to ignore Twitter, but it's not going to be just Twitter where people are going to come for him. And the postseason interviews, people are going to ask questions that he's going to be uncomfortable with. And so, and then listen to this, what he said about his dear friend, TAMAR Braxton. Listen to this. This is how he talks about his friends. It says, Todrick talking about TAMAR Braxton says she's been on 2 of his albums and she's super talented, but sometimes her personality overshadows that talent and that people focus on that. But listen to this, though. Listen to this next sentence that, Todrick has to say about his dear friend that she was kind enough to let him be on 2 of her albums. Listen to this. It says that Tamar is like a drag queen trapped in a woman's body. Season 2 Celebrity Big Brother winner TAMAR Braxton from current Season 3 contestant house guest Todrick Hall is calling his supposed friend, who allegedly has came to his mansion multiple times to cook for him, who let him be on her album 2 times, calls her a drag queen trapped in a woman's body. Like, it's just, there's no bottom for somebody like Todrick. There is no bottom or no low that he can go than what he's been going. And I'm just so disgusted. I am truly and utterly just disgusted. Like, it is just so nasty to the point that people don't want to be around him. And he's only going to have Misha and Cynthia to talk to because they'll engage and entertain his foolishness. But for somebody to just have this much venom and hatred for one person, it was never about their game. You were jealous of them. You were jealous of them for whatever reasons, either their looks or whatever else, and you can't let it go. But it's crazy to me. It is absolutely insane. But let me know your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think of all of these reckless and inappropriate and out of bounds comments and personal attacks that Todrick is making against these house guests? Because he said disgusting things about all of them. Just the current moment, he just seems to be obsessed with Shayna. But he said some trifling, inappropriate, problematic, below the belt things about others. And it's just gone too far. And the fact that production isn't stepping in just tells me all I need to know. At some point in time, if he's aware that everybody hates him and he's still doing this because he knows he's getting away with it, then what does that tell you? That tells you that there is no accountability and no responsibility. And if Julie Chen says nothing to Todrick on finale night, then we already know what this is about. So, because they even called out Jackson. So if they can call out Jackson, they can call out Todrick for his foolishness. But let me know your guys' thoughts. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys again very soon.